What's up, everybody? I'm Jessekazam. Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. This is another one of our lessons from Beyond the Grave, where we take a look at a few clips from my stream where I died, and we pull out what we can learn from that encounter to make us better next time. This episode, we're talking about closing fights. We're looking at a few clips where I made some really good decisions, but just couldn't finish it out, couldn't carry it all the way through the fight. I stream Escape from Tarkov on Twitch. All my links will be down below. I'd love to have you stop by and say hey. And if you like the video, please hit that like button or subscribe for more content like this. YouTube will probably keep showing you the videos if you like them anyway, but subscribing really helps me out as a creator. So thank you so much to those that do that. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive right in. So as always, what we'll do is we'll watch the clip back in its entirety, and then we'll go back and kind of break it down after that. The setup here is that we're on customs. We're moving across the map. We just came from the new construction side. I just killed somebody. We spot another guy, and my teammate goes to kill him, and then you'll kind of see what happens next. So let's go ahead and take a look at the clip. My name.
Screaming. That's my name as well, sorry.
Okay.
I heard him go, yeah,
okay.
Dead.
Nice.
Did he have an Alton on?
Maybe.
No. Or just glasses. No, he just had glasses or something. Little rat hunter mother.
I think there's another one.
Level 6. Oh, he does ZSH.
Man, I could have sworn I just heard somebody ADS on the other side of this train. I think I'm straight tripping balls, though. Holy cow.
I'm by the train right now.
Yeah. I'm dead. Bro, there's a guy laying prone in a bush on the other side of the train. Yep. So I'm sure you guys knew exactly where that was going. So that one was rough. We were doing everything right. I eliminated the first guy. We eliminated the second guy. Audio is one of those things in Escape from Tarkov that is so finicky. And I was talking with my chat after this engagement that countless times over the past few weeks, I have thought that I heard something, but it was my teammate, or I thought something was coming from the left, but it was coming from the right. Just absolutely countless times. I thought I was hearing extra footsteps, but they ended up being mine, even though it felt like it was out of sync. There's so many situations where the audio feels like it betrays you in Escape from Tarkov. Hopefully they work on it, but this is just the game we're playing right now. So we get to a moment where, I don't know if you guys heard it, we'll try and find that exact moment where we heard what sounded like an ADS to our left on the other side of the train.
Or just glasses.
Right there. I'll play just that section again.
Or just glasses.
Just that tiny little thing. I don't know if you can hear it.
It
sounded like an ADS. So just that tiny little audio cue, right up until the end, I felt really good about the decisions I was making. I'm checking it. I'm calling out to my teammate. Hey, I think that I just heard something. I'm not 100% sure. I went to check it before I went for the loot. I couldn't see anybody down the train. I even wrapped around the train. And this just kind of goes to this guy had a really good spot in that bush where I couldn't see him. But I wanted to check down here. And then I even pushed a little bit farther left to see if maybe I heard it and he was on this slope. And that's why I couldn't see him behind the train. I couldn't see anything. I didn't want to expose myself to the left too long and potentially have somebody else come up to that fortress and kill me. So we went for the loot and we're dead. Now, this is just kind of how it is sometimes, right? Like, you don't always make all the best calls, and I don't want to like overanalyze this, but it just comes down to if you're trying to survive, sticking with your gut and fully clearing. If you think you hear something, like we said, Tarkov is going to come to that spot where you think you hear something and it ends up being nothing. But I kind of let that happening to me over the past few weeks, I let that kind of grind me down and make me not fully check. I could have walked all the way up into the bush, which is where I thought I heard it, closer to where the loot is. Or I could have called to my teammate to wrap around the front side of the train, which was kind of what he was doing. He ended up killing the guy right after he killed me because he was wrapping around the front of the train there. So we made really good decisions on hearing the guy, keep moving. We weren't standing still, giving him that opportunity. We wrapped around the train. I could have potentially even just shot into the bushes just to maybe scurry him or scare him or something like that. So once again, not to overanalyze, not to go too far down the rabbit hole. We did well here, but you hear me? I even said, maybe I'm just tripping. I started to doubt myself. I started to doubt what I thought I heard, and I didn't fully clear. I went for the loot because I didn't want to be in this area too long, and we got. It happens. It's Tarkov, but that is how this engagement ended. So we'll move on and we'll go look at a similar clip where we couldn't quite finish it out, but we were making some good decisions right up until that moment. So the setup here is I'm with a duo again. We're on Shoreline. We were up on the second floor of the East Wing. We dropped down to the first because we thought we heard people coming around the admin building area. So we're down on the first floor just trying to kind of scope out what's going on. My teammate is in front of me. I wasn't exactly sure how far in front of me. So that's kind of where we started. So let's go ahead and take a look at this clip. I don't see your flashlight.
He got me. He's right coming from admin almost. Coming from admin.
Okay.
No bullshit, of course. 855A1. How didn't I do anything?
I got the one guy. Yikes, I thought that there was two, bro. I thought that there was two. So once again, we were making some really, really good decisions there right up until the end. So in this clip, you know, almost immediately my friend dies. And at that point, I realized how far in front of me he was. So I was like, okay, I didn't realize you were all the way up at the stairs. Somebody came from admin. He was calling great call outs. They were coming from the admin side. Because of how separated we were, I figured that they didn't know where I was. So I held an angle where I could hear. I'm close to hard cover so I can get back in this room. Knowing that they're coming from East Wing, I know that they're going to wrap around this corner or use the wood. And if they use this wooden room, the footsteps are incredibly loud, which is exactly what happened. So I knew he was going to come out of this room or at least peek it. He did. I got really lucky on a spray. This raid was a little desyncy. My death was pretty desyncy, but we're able to, I kind of felt like I got a good headshot. We were able to use the audio of him yelling right there, so I know I eliminated him. We have been running into so many duos, so many squads. I just wanted to make sure that there was nobody else. So I immediately went for some aggressive nades because if somebody if that guy had a duo and he was trying to set up to do, like hold a corner, basically do exactly what I did, where I killed the one. I didn't realize there was a duo. The duo sits and waits, and then the guy comes across. That's exactly what I did. My friend died, so I waited for them to come because I knew where they were coming from. So I was trying to anticipate if a second person was doing exactly what I did, which is what was happening. So I went for some aggressive nades to see if I could kind of like push anybody out of cover or do anything like that. I cleared the room. I wanted to clear the stairs as well, which is what I did. And my fatal mistake here was when I went to check this room. I went and pushed fully into the doorway here, closer to the right-hand side of the door, as opposed to using the left side of the door frame for cover and peeking. I see this guy here, and I know he's got the advantage. He is ADS'd. He is waiting. So I think at this point, maybe I should have just gone for the point fire spray, because then I would have been able to utilize a little bit of the, I guess, peeker's advantage, or just the aggressive nature of he's not sure if I'm coming around that corner or how fast I'm coming around that corner. Now I've fully committed to that corner, and I should have maybe had my gun at a better point fire angle and just gone for the shot. But my thought in my head was, I don't have enough time to aim, acquire target, and shoot, because this guy's already aimed and acquiring target. He only has to do one thing. I've got to do two or three. So I went immediately for a run. The death was incredibly desyncy. I was way behind the thing, but I ended up talking to my chat afterwards about when I saw that dude and I heard him firing, I knew I was dead even as I was holding W around that corner. I just knew that Desync was going to take over there and I was going to die. So once again, this is a clip where there were a lot of good decisions. We waited for the guy to expose himself. The first guy, we got a clean headshot on him. Instead of just running for the loot or playing passively at that point, I tried to aggressively flush out a teammate to see if he was there. All those steps were good steps right up until I way overexposed myself. You can see I'm all the way at the right hand of the door here, and gave this guy every opportunity, and then missed my opportunity to, hey, well, I'm here, I'm in a bad spot, I might as well shoot and try to kill this guy. So that's kind of what these clips were about today. It's about, even when you're making really good decisions all the way through, it's keeping those good decisions through a fight, like, closing, making sure that you can get all the way through and not just eliminate one and die. This is a really great step compared to how I used to PvP 6 months ago or a year ago, where I would just die to the first guy every time. But, kind of overanalyzing it a little bit like this is what helps us get better. This helps me know that, a few seconds or a few minutes into a fight, to keep my decisions sharp, to maybe fall back if I feel my decision making falling apart. So that's kind of it. It always keep those good decisions forward, and hopefully you can get out of more fights and Escape from Tarkov. Thank you so much, as always, for taking the time to check out this video. I hope that the Lessons from Beyond the Grave series helps you kind of break down your own gameplay. I'm a huge proponent that being able to do that and watch your gameplay back helps you become a better player. So hopefully you can do that. And if not, watching me do it and breaking down my plays helps kind of provide some value to you as well. If you liked the video, please smash that like button, or think about subscribing for more content like this. Like we said before, I stream Escape from Tarkov on Twitch. My links are down below. We also have a really awesome Discord community full of awesome people. So if you're a new player, or if you've been playing Tarkov for forever, there's people that you can hang out with in there and run some raids and stuff like that. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see y'all on the next one.